Alright, today's 10 weeks from the meet. I just finished training max effort lower body at Skiba's, and you'll see the video, you'll see the exercises. I'll just run it down real quick for you. You'll see Skiba explain some stuff. I did some squat with chains today, which is the first time I've ever done them. I did low box squats, 2 inches below parallel with the chains. I have to figure out how much weight it was. I wasn't really counting. So it was real low. I used a safety squat bar for the first time, which gives you a break on your shoulders. Your shoulders don't have to be back like a regular bar, but it's a lot heavier, the bar. And then Skiba will explain the chains. After that, I did old school Zercher squats. You'll see that where you hold the bar in the crook of your arms. It's just really hard. Glute ham raises, which is the exercise that I think is really going to be the key for me to bring up my squat a lot, because I still struggle with those. And then I did a lot of ab work and reverse hypers. And that's it for max effort today. Again, 10 weeks. We'll hit another hard week this week, and then there'll be a deload. And then back at it again. So, check it out.
Because we're looking up now, I had a no 8. Yeah. I got rid of it. But then, remember that big blue dot that I had? Yeah. Years ago. That's what I just got rid of that. What I did with it? And I hate to even do it. Because I only had 68,000 miles on it. Yeah. I jumped it. Not jumped it. Remember when you they had these common Toyota had that
I just want to explain something to you guys, because one of the things that a lot of guys do when they do the chains and stuff like that is that they do it incorrectly. When you see the West Side a lot, you understand that they know how to do it, and they teach other people. And one of the things I see people do is like they'll put a chain on, or an apparatus that we use to simply lengthen so it almost touches the floor. And what happens is, if you notice we had a chain on here, what would happen, because of the shorter length of the chain, it would be free suspended in air. So what happens is the weight would simply either be swinging or be free suspended, and add or act simply as weight, instead of like the resistance that you get from having the chain touch the floor. Because what happens when you actually do this and elongate it and make it so that it does touch the floor, which you always have to have contact with. Just give me a moment to lock this in here with our $1 million apparatus. Alright? Then the chain is actually in contact with floor and is actually deloaded, and then it loads as you come up with the squat, which is the most important thing. Because what you want to do, just like the Nautilus cam and what this whole thing is with progressive resistance, is that at the bottom it's very little resistance added to the bar. Then as you stand up and your natural leverages increase, your body and the actual chain elongates and adds more resistance to accommodate the weight. So therefore accommodating resistance.
So is that helping, what part of the squat does it help with? The top where you finish?
Yeah, it's basically because what happens is it's unloaded at the bottom for the most part, at least 90, I think most of the time. And what happens as you elongate and come off the box, you notice the chain lengthens. As the chain lengthens, it adds resistance. And that resistance is what you want, because our leverages in the bottom is the least favorable, okay? So it's the least resistance. As we come towards the top, our leverages increase, and as we become strongest, so what it does, it actually adds resistance to it. So it's what they call accommodating resistance. You ready?
Yep.
That'll be yours. Sit back, back, up. Good. Back, up. Feel it? Ooh, yeah.
What I'm telling you, dismantle this motherfucker all day.
Good.
Okay, you say that until you come in as well. Yeah, 100 pieces.
Huh? Have to use what we have. Come on, Eric. Ride through. Big air. Sit back. Right. Yes, again. Up. Everything you got. Fuck yeah. Right. Give me that hard.
Said you.
Nice. My reality, already this week when I get the cast off, I'm gonna start rubber band therapy.
Okay.
That's what Louis told me to do.
What can you?
He told me to start doing hundreds of reps.
Want to say springtime? Maybe a little late spring.
Probably like, I think a whole time 3 months before I start really moving.
That's not bad.
All I know is my legs getting strong
That's good.
and my core.
Just a cover wrap. Nothing.
No, I agree, yeah. I used to know what's not out.
If you want to,
You know, you done or just start the shirt? You start the shirt now, right?
I didn't
Okay.
start yet.
Oh, so then you got muscle with
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
You benched 385 raw the other week, so
Oh, I know.
strong. Huh? It's like mine.
Yeah. What do you have? 3? They're all 3 days. Maybe you can cut it and slow down.
See the ceiling out?